What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. I saw so many comments on the last video. Oh my god, this guy's just so negative. Oh my god, this guy hasn't played the game. Oh my god, the game isn't even out yet. I have been in this community for a very long time. In fact, yesterday my channel turned 16 years old. And much of it's been dedicated to this game. This game is garbage. I want you to look at what they're showing you here. See those little orange spots in the field? That's not degradation. That's just them showing you the thought process of the lineman, apparently. But when you look at the gameplay in the very same trailer, you look and see that it doesn't even hold true to that. You've got a lineman way outside of the pocket at the 20-yard line. This is an issue that's been in the game for years. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but I want to go and I want to show some breakdowns here. Because I know this isn't my gameplay. This is what EA wanted to show you. They think you're stupid. They think you don't realize these things. And I want you to look at what's going on right here. Okay, I want you to watch these linemen. We're going to call them Clint and Clint. Why are they turned the other way? Why are they looking at the quarterback? Why is someone not even blocking? You're going to sell me something and then show me it's broken. But it's not just the line. If you've ever played Madden, you've seen this. This is a curl route where a receiver is just standing still. And the defender is standing still with him. When are we going to get an improvement to this? When is this going to stop in the game? Never. If we're building and getting better year to year, we shouldn't be able to see the same issues in gameplay. And by the way, real football is broken down the same way by people that aren't playing the game. I want you to take a look at this play here, right? Talking about linemen. How large is this gap in the line? This is supposed to be a pocket? There's 5 yards here, easily, between linemen. Even more so, I'm not even going to touch on this juke that has to happen, but I want you to understand the linebacker here. And I want you to think about this logic, right? He's going to pursue to the quarterback. Watch how he does it. The most illogical way possible. Right now, I understand someone say, well, he's strafing to protect from the pass. Right, but at some point, he has to give up that coverage. And keep in mind where the ball is going to be thrown. Because if you look right here, we've got a lineman that's about to disengage. And I know someone will say, well, that's to prevent a holding call. Fine. But the end result is what? You're going to have two essentially unblocked defenders chasing a quarterback. And now all of a sudden that linebacker that you just wanted to cover a pass a minute ago can't cover the pass or pressure the quarterback. Instead, we're going to get this insane throw completely across the quarterback's body to a receiver who is technically covered. This is NFL covered, by the way. Right? When a receiver is stopped, you should see the corner of the safety cut underneath. This is a play that frustrates all Madden gamers. This is essentially a no-look. I'm going to throw the ball across my body into the end zone, and I'm going to watch the ball get caught while the defender literally bends over. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, who recorded this animation? Is this the customer bending over? What is this? Is that what this is? I don't know. But I know I'm also tired of being lied to. Real world data, right? Oh, all these head coaches, we've got real world data. Oh, we've taken all of these screens. Look at all this. Look at all this we've cultivated and curated. We're going to make the realest game possible. Guys, you have no idea. No, we do have an idea. Because Madden 21, you were telling us that next-gen player movement was going to be fueled by real-world next-gen stats. Where did any of this go? We're not talking about this insane amount of time. We're talking about 5 years ago. 5 years ago was when you were selling us this. You were dependent on Amazon Web Services to provide this, and it's non-existent in the game. I'm going to prove that to you. If you look, they're talking about how it was important to balance things, right? How you couldn't just have the offense, hyper aware. So they were going to have this rally technology. Find me where you see rally technology in Madden current day. To me, it's non-existent. It's something they don't speak about. I went back and I dug through Madden 22, 23, 24, 25, nothing. Rally was never brought back up. But what we were being sold was this, next-gen player movement, how it works, right? They were selling you lies, okay? They were literally selling you wolf tickets. They were sitting here and telling you that you were going to have this rich detail, all of this data from real-world route running and patterns and movements, all these microchips that were going to be connected to the players, and they were going to take this data and they were going to extrapolate it, and you were going to have a whole living world that was going to leverage the power of NFL data and put it into Madden because it was going to fuel with real athlete data. Read this: routes, acceleration, and we were going to have the most realistic football game ever. Authentic, fluid player movement. Where did any of this go? They even tell you, people were concerned, what is this? Right? Oh, we were taking these stats, right? And we were getting all of this data to put in our game through these little ID tags placed on all the players' shoulder pads. So we really didn't have to worry about animations anymore because we had this. And you know what? This isn't the first time EA has lied to us just this year, right? Go back and you look. And this, again, it really astonishes me. Football weather. I'm not going to sit here and say that weather doesn't play a big role in football, right? We've all known this for a very long time. We've talked about it in Madden. We've wanted real-time lighting, real-time weather, field degradation. We've wanted all these things. We understand that it goes beyond just rain games, snow games. It's the whole atmosphere. You should have more snow in Buffalo, in Lambeau. Those games should carry weight because they do in real life. But one of the big issues we have with Madden is what? Every game feels the same. And they've tried to make subtle changes, right? They've tried to bring in different announcers. They've tried to put in different overlays, but the gameplay has remained so stagnant. All the players stay the same. They feel the same. All of that to say this. What I'm about to show you, I understand. Some of you never even got to see live, and that's, again, part of what I talked to before. 16 years of covering this game and seeing the lack of change, seeing how EA handles things, right? Clint Oldenburg, I know we joke a lot, but Clint Oldenburg started in the game changer program, so to speak, with NCAA football 06. He then worked his way up with very little experience in gaming to be one of the key players in creating this game, right? They do it with community members. Most recently, Kurt Benker. Kurt, I thought, was on our side. I thought he was going to be the one that was going to show them, listen, as a former NFL quarterback, there's big problems in this game. And now he's sitting here hand in hand with EA Sports telling us that there's nothing wrong when we can see as gamers everything's wrong. And so many of you haven't been here long enough to know it. So many people have left this community because if we go all the way back, right, if we go all the way back to Madden Next Gen, the first time they went to Next Gen, some of you never got to see Michael Strahan play live. You might not know him outside of a commentator, outside of an analyst, outside of a game day voice. But he was an extremely impressive player. They were selling us weather in the Madden NFL 06 Next Gen trailer. And here, 20 years later, they're still trying to sell you weather. Why are they doing that? Well, it's simple. The weather that they wanted then is not in the game now. And that's why they're having to go and reinvent imagery, reinvent the context of words to try to sell you a product that they continually don't deliver. And beyond that, they pillage people from our community and they make them become a voice and a puppet to tell you that the game is going to be better. The game is getting better. The game is progressing. You don't understand. If you go back, since I covered so much of it, Madden NFL 21, just go look. Go look at how many people made serious videos about how next-gen stats were going to change the game forever. How it was going to be the catalyst for all new Madden, fixing all the problems. I made videos mocking it, parodying it, because it was a scam and a lie then, and it continued to be a lie and a scam that ultimately went away. But now, without all that data, without the help of Amazon, EA wants to tell you they figured it out on their own. You know, Amazon's a pretty large company. They're a pretty successful company. The only time Amazon hasn't seemingly been successful is when they partnered with EA Sports and Madden trying to make this game better, and that should tell you a lot. And also, when Amazon can partner with EA Sports and still not provide a good product, you should know by now there is no way that I'll not be back in the week with more commentary.